actually integrate your Google Sheet with your AhaChat bot? Today, I will show you how. Let's start. Okay, so to start, you have to click on Edit and then proceed to Automation. Right, so here you have to add your new flow again that you will use with Google Sheet. And I already created mine, so we'll just edit it. Now, for the add block, look for Google Sheet. Okay, so here you can add either create new sheet or update existing sheet, but I will show you how to use both of this sheet. So we'll proceed with the first one, create new sheet. Alright, and now I'll just drag this in the middle and rename the block as usual. Right, so Google Sheets for example, and connect. Right, so I'll just wait for it to load. So here you can choose which account to connect with your bot. So that is mine, so just click on it. And then click on allow. Alright, so it's connecting Google with AhaChat now. Alright, now we have our sheet connected. But before we start, remember that in the audience section, you can add attributes there. So that is what we are going to use now. So if you don't have it, just add here in the audience section. So now we will proceed to open the Google Sheet. And here you will see your spreadsheet. So this timestamp and messenger user ID are both set on default, so you can monitor customers' identity and input time. So I'll just rename this first. So for example, I want this to store the customer's details, basic details. So, right. And here in the bottom right here, you can add as many worksheets as you want. So now let's try adding our first column. So let's say I want the basics. So name, and just click on OK. Right, so name and age, and also I want their phone number, for example. Right, so now let's try and go back to Chatbot. So refresh it first, so it will load. Right, and I'll open it again. Right, so here in the column name, enter the same column name that you had using your spreadsheet. So choose among the following values. Right, so you have the pre-existing attributes here. You just have to select it and add more attributes. Right, so now I just added more attributes, and for now I will untick this box. Remember that because I'll show you later what happens if you tick or untick that box. So save. Then now I'll just add blocks that correspond to the attributes that we had set. So remember that we had 3, so I'll just add 3 blocks also and rearrange this one. Okay, so you can drag them around like this. And I'll just put this here and just edit the block as usual. So block name first. For example, I want this to correspond to the name and edit the message. So here we'll just use a simple message, like for example, what is your name? For example, this is used for surveys. So you have to add action, alright, to connect it to Google. So add action and then set attribute, right, and select the one that corresponds with your block name and your message, also your Google form. So save changes. So here I already edited the other blocks and rearranged them. As you can see, I also changed the name for easier identification and just a thank you message at the end. Now let's see how it will work in Messenger. So we'll just proceed to our FB page again to see the message and interact with the bot. So for example, Jane, alright, and my phone number is okay, and my age 21. Right, so lastly, the thank you message. Okay, now let's see how it looks like on our Google Sheet. Alright, so there, it has been recorded just like how we had typed it in. And alright, so here you can see that there are two messenger ID, right? So this is because we unticked the box earlier, remember? So meaning I already interacted with the bot 2 times. But if you tick it, the info will just be updated every single time they interact with your bot. So I suggest that you tick the button so that there will no be a lot of info like this. So now we'll go back and add update existing sheet. So I'll just drag it here, and I will just repeat the same steps earlier. So again, select the Gmail and then allow. Right, so here you can see that you can already have your Google Sheet connected. So first again, rename the block, customer info for example. And next for the spreadsheet here, you just have to select from the pre-existing sheets that you already made. So I will choose this one. And then select the worksheet since your spreadsheet can have many worksheets, so you have to be specific. And then just the info as usual, so just like how we do it earlier. And here again, you have to tick the box so that it will automatically be updated. Next is the update row. So here you just have to fill up the necessary values. And now if you're going to use this, you have to add a separate block for the update row, okay? So again, just look up value, edit it, and now save rows to attributes. So here, basically just the same details. However, this one you can connect it to another block. So for example, enter this code. So this is the name of the first block earlier, meaning the information in that block will also fall or be recorded on this one, okay? So just be sure that you have filled out the necessary values, and after that, just click Save Changes. Right, so you can add more blocks to connect in this one, so like this, or you can just replace or update this Google Sheet, for example. So that's it. That's how you use the Google Sheets. So if you have any more questions, you can always check out the other videos, and see ya.